Crandall Roofing to bring you the Grand Slam seating section. All grandstand seats are now sponsored by Crandall Roofing, the best roofers in the North Bay. Let your next roof be your last roof. Call Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans, if you need tree service, call Arbor MD. Proper tree care is essential for ensuring the safety, health, and beauty of your trees. Arbor MD's tree knowledge and expertise protects your property and enhances its value while also contributing to environmental sustainability and long-term tree health. Call Arbor MD for all your tree care and landscape needs. Nana's estate-grown extra virgin olive oil is made from olives grown exclusively on the property of Vianza Winery. They were hand-harvested and pressed to create Nana's extra virgin olive oil. Go to shop.vianza.com to see why Nana's olive oil is the very best. United States Congressman Mike Thompson, representing California's 4th District, is a proud supporter of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers invite you to dine at Verano Cafe. Longtime Sonoma natives Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio listened to the community's yearning for wholesome food and responded by opening a cozy diner nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients, from classic Eggs Benedict to flavorful chilaquiles. Each dish is a symphony of taste. The Verano Cafe, part of the Jacobs Restaurant family, and proud sponsors of, you guessed it, the Sonoma Stompers. The time has come. The wait is over. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show starts right now.
The calendars turn to July, and we're in the heart of the CCL season. The Stompers and the Legends, for the penultimate time in the 2025 summer, get going in just a few moments. Welcome into the Sonoma Stompers pregame show. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Roman Raffelli here on the road, about 90 minutes south of Sonoma. We're 10 minutes away from first pitch between what's been a lopsided season series between these two. Sonoma's taken 6 out of 7, and that includes the last 5 times they've played, Roman.
Yeah, and that one that they dropped to the Legends was a 9th inning game that nearly went in favor of the Stompers. A nice grab by Anderson at first, robbed Hitty hot of extra bases, and likely the game-winning RBI. So it's been, contested in a lot of those games, but the Stompers able to find a way to win both here at Menlo Park and up in Sonoma. Been a dominant start to the season. They look to finish it off today.
Yeah, let's start with the weekend series, or sort of a 2-game set of the weekend, Friday and Sunday. The Stompers win 5-1. They show off the pitching on Friday, and then they go 13-6 in what was just a never-ending Sunday matinee at Arnold Field. I mean, They haven't really been that close this year, I guess, but Sunday everything went right for Sonoma, it felt like.
Right, it was a big W for Sonoma. They did everything right throughout the weekend, riding a 3-game win streak into today. That's a season long. They got the job done against Menlo Park on Sunday. It wasn't always pretty. There were some innings that it looked like it might get out of hand for the Stompers, but ultimately able to take advantage of some poor fielding and just some bad at-bats on the Legends and able to come out with a big W in Sonoma.
Yeah, 2 big keys in that game. Well, Trent was one of them, of course, but those, we can save those jokes for the broadcast. Nick Sebastiani last week hit nearly 400, including 2 RBIs on Sunday, and Shannon has 7 RBIs over his last 3 games. And those are the 2 and 4 hitters today. What do you need to see from the top of the Stompers order today?
Yeah, just continued productivity through the weekend and through the 3-game win streak. Everyone's been producing in some way, whether it's finding ways on base, getting a key hit with runners in scoring position, just taking quality at-bats even. They've been all doing it well. It can't just be a top-heavy lineup or a middle-heavy lineup. Everyone needs to produce. They need to continue that down the stretch.
Yeah, before we close out with Roman's Radar here on the Sonoma Stompers pregame show, let's talk about the arms. It's Devin Laginto getting the ball, and it hasn't even really been Jekyll and Hyde with him. He's had one outstanding start 2 weeks ago down in San Luis Obispo. That one was pitched into the 6th inning of the ballgame, did not allow a run. I think it was 6 complete from him there, pitched into the 7th actually, but 4 earned runs in just 3 innings last time out against Walnut Creek. What does he need to pull from the 18th start rather than the 25th?
Yeah, he needs to continue to just go out and throw strikes. That's what struggled the 25th. I talked to him afterwards, and he said, I just couldn't find the zone. The fastball was there, but he couldn't locate it. Get back in there, throw strikes, trust the defense. His big thing, he's got 16 strikeouts to just 4 walks through his 4 starts in CCL play. He's a dominant strike thrower, gets the momentum going early and keeps it going, gets the bats out there to do their job. Needs for more of that today and just a confident outing.
Yeah, 3 of those walks were last time out against Walnut Creek. Let's wrap up shop here on the Stompers pregame show, an abbreviated version today. You never know what time they get going here at the College of San Mateo. We'll start with the home team, Menlo Park, and a look behind enemy lines.
It's going to be James Bowes. It's been James Bowes before. He's been killing the Stompers. He was a little bit quieter on Sunday, but needs to, have a big day for his Legends to get them back on the win column against the Stompers.
And last thing before baseball here on a Tuesday afternoon is, who are you looking out for with your Stomp Watch pick today?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be Nick Sebastiani up in the 2-hole. He had a great weekend. We've been talking about it. He's got 19 hits on the year, looking for his 20th, and needs a big outing today.
We'll be back with lineups and first pitch when we return on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
If you're able to
The Sonoma Stompers are tail wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay-neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve. It's time for Stompers Baseball on the radio. Let's go out to the voices of the Stompers. Roman Rapelli, and here's Kieran Costa.
The calendar turns to July, and we turn to the second half of the Stompers season. Sonoma on a 3-game win streak take the trip down here to San Mateo to take on the Menlo Park Legends for the 8th time this season. Colton Boardman, the shortstop, leads it off, followed by the left fielder Nick Sebastiani and the designated hitter Paul Lazul. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder Brady Shannon, followed by the second baseman McCann Libby and the center fielder Cam Hegeman. The first baseman is Trent Keys, third baseman Anthony Shepler, and the catcher Luke Duncan rounds out the 9 for Zach Pace and the Sonoma Stompers. They go up against Van Larson, making his CCL debut, the lefty from up by the Stomps, Marin Catholic kid, Mill Valley born, 6 foot, 185 pounder. Started at Mission College, spent the last season at Long Beach State University, where in 18 games he pitched 27 1/3 innings to the tune of a 3.95 earned run average. More strikeouts than walks, though. That's one that you always like to see if you're Nick Sanziri. And the Legends side, it'll be Colton Boardman, Nick Sebastiani, and Paul Lazul. The 3 to hit in the first inning, sporting the Stomper road gray uniforms, Navy Sonoma script across the rack, Navy numbers on the back, and orange numbers on the front. They take on the Legends in the home black uniforms, Legends across the front with their green caps.
Colton Boardman.
Colton Boardman, a lefty out of CSUN, digs in against the lefty Van Larson. And we're just about ready to get underway. Let's do it on a Tuesday evening from San Mateo. First pitch, fastball called strike 1. Technically Hillsborough at 68 degrees. Left on left, it's no balls and 1 strike. Boardman takes an off-speed pitch that skips in there. Nice block by Ryan Cartwright. It's Feliciano, Degler, and Lewis. That's a new name left to right. Most, Bose, Filter, and Anderson around the infield, third to first. That one is called low. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Gustavo Cardova calling the balls and the strikes behind home plate. Aaron Masso at first base, Robert McGee at third. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike as Boardman takes low again. The Stompers looking for their 4th win in a row. Boardman ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. He takes at the belt for a called strike, a fastball in third, and the count's filled up at 3-2. Boardman has been on base twice the last 3 games that the Stompers played, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Got that on base percentage up to .464, and he bounces this one foul back towards the Legends dugout. And he's now going to face a 7th pitch, exactly what you want your leadoff man to do.
Yeah, doing a great job leading off. Got ahead early in the count, forced the pitcher to come towards him with his pitch selection, and now Boardman fouling a couple off, giving a good battle.
The payoff to Boardman is bounced foul at home plate. We'll do it again from full. Dave Hoke is in the third base coaching box. Kenny Meimersdorf has taken over the first base coaching box. No Jacoby Heyer this week. And the Stompers haven't lost with Kenny Meimersdorf coaching first base. So who knows if that's going to change this season.
I hate to break to Jacoby. He didn't do anything wrong, but
I think he might have lost his job. But 3-2, Boardman bounces it to the first base side. Anderson gloves, flips to the pitcher covering, and Larson wins the race. The putout goes 3-1. Boardman's retired, and that brings up a scorching hot Nick Sebastiani. 389 average.
Number 6, Nicholas Sebastiani.
389, 542. The slash line for Sebastiani. 6 RBIs and 2 home runs over the past 5 games for Sonoma. Came in second in Stomper of the Week voting behind Brady Shannon. The righty winds this one to shortstop. It backs up Bose, who fields and throws high, and he's safe. We'll see how that one scored. He was hustling up the line. Aaron Masso had the call at first base, and we'll wait for an official score on that. It's a single for Nick Sebastiani. He'll take it.
And a good scoring there. I mean, it was hit hard, but Sebastiani, I think, beat the throw there.
Now batting number 45,
Anderson
Paul
off the
Lazul.
base, just a hustle play on a hard hit ball.
Yeah, but that's one where maybe Bose was a little too comfortable. It was such a hard-hit baseball. He should have had him out at first base.
It only bounced once before him, too. It makes it tough because you have to go pick the short hop really right on the dirt, which it's an all-turf field, so the dirt doesn't mean a lot, but it'd be a tough ball to charge.
Yeah, an all-turf field here at the College of San Mateo. 319 down the lines, 385 to dead center. Another check on Sebastiani, who's been back without a dive both times. Paul Lazul digs in. He has a hit in his last 4 starts for the Stompers, including a big home run against Walnut Creek Saturday. The pitch to Paul is hit hard but foul into the Legends dugout. Legends bullpen, beg your pardon, down the right field line. An on-field bullpen down both lines here at the College of San Mateo. Anderson holds on Sebastiani at first. Nick, 7 stolen bases so far this season. Definitely a threat to run over there. Larson comes home. Lazul swings and misses.
And a really nice off-speed there from Larson. Lazul was on the fastball, but misses there well ahead of the slider. Nice pitch.
Just getting started here in San Mateo. Scoreless game, 1 on, 1 out for the Stompers. Lazul awaits an 0-2. It's low. It's blocked by Cartwright, and Sebastiani scampers back to first base. Lazul 279, 321, the splits. 2 doubles and a home run. All 3 of those extra base hits have come in just the last couple games for Paul. He's behind in the count 1-2. Larson delivers. Sebastiani runs. It's hit hard into center field. Coming on is Degler. He goes into a dive and he makes the catch. And Sebastiani's hung up. The throw back to first base is in time. Charlie Degler takes a hit away from Lazul. And Sebastiani, running on the play, is hung up before getting back to first. So a nifty 8-3 double play ends the inning. Nothing across for Sonoma, with Menlo Park coming up in the bottom half.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266.
Bottom of inning number 1 here at the College of San Mateo. The Stompers threatened. Nick Sebastiani got on base, but was erased on a very nice diving catch by Charlie Degler. And with that, the Stompers take the field in the Road Grays. Devin Laginta leads them out. The 6', 190-pound right-hander from Rohnert Park, California. Within the last few days, he's committed to San Joaquin Delta College out in Stockton. The Mustangs get a good one. 4 games, 4 starts for Laginto. In 17 innings, he's pitching to a 4.76 earned run average, 16 strikeouts to just 4 walks.
Lewis.
And he'll face a new member of this Menlo Park Legends squad. It's Aaron Lewis, who played his college ball at Portland. He's a 2-way lefty, and his first Legend at bat starts with a swing and a miss late on a fastball from Laginto. And we'll try and give you all the info we can with Laginto working at a very quick, almost frenetic pace out on the hill. Hill 1. Low 1-1 to his catcher Luke Duncan. Nick Sebastiani, Cam Hegman, Brady Shannon, that's left to right in the outfield. Trent Keys at first, McCann Libby at second, Colton Boardman at short, and Anthony Shepler gets the start at third base. The pitch is popped up back and foul, 1-2.
And I hate to break it to Aaron Lewis, this is not the guy you want to face for your first CCL at bat. Laginto, wicked pace, about 6 seconds between getting the ball back and throwing it home again. A rough welcome.
Laginto staring in. Delivers a 1-2 to Duncan, and it's popped up foul back to the screen again. The count holds at 1-2. Lewis went to Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep out in San Francisco. That's the same high school as Stomper reliever Dylan Edelman. The lefty takes low, and the count's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's Lewis, Bose, Birdsall, that's another new name, Most, Anderson, and Filter in the middle 3, Feliciano, Cartwright, and Degler. Charlie Degler, who had leadoff on Sunday, is back in the 9 spot. 2-2 is lined into center field. Coming on is Hegeman, and he makes the catch about chest high. There's the first out recorded. It's a hard hit baseball off the bat of Lewis, but it finds a glove one away.
Now batting, number 77, James
That brings
Bose.
up a righty, James Bose, the shortstop. A .313 average and a .405 on base percentage and an extra base hit machine is hit by the first pitch. And the Legends dugout has come out hot today.
And a tough pitch there from Laginto. Tried to go first pitch off speed on the inside.
Now batting,
corner, but
number
it just clipped the
14,
elbow
Mitchell
of Bose.
Birdsall.
Mitchell Birdsall, another debut. Not a CCL debut, though. Birdsall out of San Jacinto College played down for the Orange County Riptide in the CCL South. He's gone 2 for 9 this season. He left to come get a couple more at-bats here, and he takes high 1-0. We'll see how he fares with the south to north transition. Bose, the runner at first base, just 1 stolen base on the season. Takes his lead off, held by Keys. Laginto comes home, up and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. And the Legends dugout chatty as ever here in inning number 1. Laginto, with a peek at first, decides to come home and misses inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Mitchell Birdsall, the DH, making his Legend debut. Out of high school, went to Kansas after a year with the Jayhawks. Didn't get any time at San Jacinto last year. No 3-0 green light, but he takes a called strike 3-1.
And Laginto missing on the arm side, this inside corner. It's what he hit Bose on and is now behind 3-1 to Mitchell Birdsall.
Birdsall, a tall right-handed hitter, straight up in the box, takes a called strike 2. And that's the thing with Laginto. He gets down 3-0, and it feels like 25 seconds later he's back in the count because of how quickly he works.
Yeah, a couple 2 really nice fastballs there to get back in the count. A couple come-get-me pitches that Birdsall didn't want any part of.
We need something to give, and it's Birdsall who strikes out swinging on a high fastball. It's the first K of the ball game. It comes of the swinging variety, and that's
Now batting, number 9,
thanks to Mitchell
Dane
Birdsall.
Most.
And that's the kind of a at-bat that Laginto needs to have the mindset of this entire ballgame. His last time out wasn't ideal, like getting behind 3-0. He battled back, got the swinging K. He needs to bounce back today and continue to do that.
Bose doesn't run, and Most takes a called strike, stayed on the inside corner and got the call. A .310 average and a .474 on base for Most, the Iowa Western third baseman, also a righty. Bose runs, and it's popped up shallow right field. Shannon makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs on no hits and 1 left. We're scoreless after 1. You're listening to Stompers Baseball on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Brady Shannon digs in from the right side. 1 home run this season, and it came here in a doubleheader against Menlo Park. The Stompers took both the games of the doubleheader, swept it a couple Sundays ago. And the first pitch, fastball is in there for a called strike. Brady from the right side, sporting a baby blue bat. Should have been swinging that one on Father's Day. Left on right, Larson pitches. Shannon takes low, a ball that skips in there, and the count's 1 ball and 1 strike to Brady, who took home Stomper Player of the Week honors, and that's thankful to a 7 RBI weekend. He takes a curveball over the outside corner. It's 1-2. Maybe a slurve? We got no TrackMan system on the road. We're just guessing.
And it's a pitch that looks to kind of change based on the arm angle which is thrown at.
Shannon takes a pitch outside, and the count's 2-2. A firm fastball from Larson, who spent his first 4 games of the summer in the Prospect League. He played for Illinois Valley out there, gave up 4 earned runs over 10 2/3 innings. The pitch, Shannon strikes out swinging. First strikeout for Menlo Park pitching, and this could be a chippy one. We take you back to Sunday. Sunday ended in contentious fashion. Nick Sebastiani pimped a 2-run home run off of a position player in inning number 9. The pitch is low, 1-0. And we should have talked about it last inning. I wonder what Nick Sebastiani said to Will Anderson when he got on first with that single. Maybe tell this guy not to groove me a fastball like you did. 1-0. Bounced foul by McCann. Olivia kicks towards the Stomper dugout, which is down the third baseline. The Legends and Nick Sanziri set up down the first baseline.
And there's been no love lost between these two all season long, but especially after what happened Sunday and even Friday, it's certainly boiling up.
That one's high, 2-1. You wonder if it hits a boiling point. They only play one more time, and that's 11 days from now. That'll round out the regular season series. The Stompers won the season series 2 weeks ago, but looking to just add wins to a standings where they find themselves 1 game behind first place Walnut Creek, with Alameda hanging out in the middle. That's a team that hasn't played a CCL contest in 9 days. 3-1, hitters count to Libby. He takes fastball called strike 3-2.
And Libby's been a little bit cold as of late. Still 16 hits and 13 RBI on the season, but got a day of rest on Sunday, looking to bounce back and get the barrel hot.
The Stompers will see Alameda tomorrow, but they have to take care of business here today. And Libby takes low ball 4. The Stompers get a runner on for the 2nd consecutive inning. And that brings up Cam Hegeman.
Now batting number
a nice
19,
at bat there from McCann.
Cameron
Got the day off.
Hegeman.
Good to see some pitches, have a disciplined approach, not force anything. Don't want to feel like you have pressure to keep your name in the lineup. He's still an everyday starter for this Stompers team. Finds a way on base, can keep it going.
Yeah, that was just Libby's 2nd off day in CCL play, which is now getting on up towards a month. A check on Libby, and he's out. McCann Libby was leaning, and the lefty, Van Larson, picks him off to the delight of that home dugout down the first base line.
And that's the first we've seen of the lefty move from Larson. It's a nice one.
Now Hegman up with nobody on and 2 outs, and he fouls it back to the screen. Ohlone College, so he's played here a couple of times. Hegman lines it foul late again. It's 0-2. That's a hard hit baseball the opposite way, but kicked off the fence, just right in line with the first base bag. Infield, outfield straight away. Maybe James Bowe's one step towards the hole. We saw that a lot over the weekend. 0-2. Hegman has to battle. The pitch is bounced to the right side. Filter gloves it and throws in time to get Hegman by half a step. And the side is retired. The Stompers, 2 base running mistakes through 2 innings. We're scoreless after 1.5 on the Sonoma Stompers radio network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Bashan's original Japanese barbecue sauce was born from founder Justin Gill's multi-generational family recipe that was passed down to him by his Bashan. Now, the multi-generational family recipe has inspired the bold, fresh umami flavor and clean ingredients in all of Bashan's sauces, including their new Japanese dipping sauces. Find Bashan's sauces at your local grocery store today.
Tie ball game, 0-0 as we play now in the bottom of inning number 2. Will Anderson, Russell Filter, and Emilio Feliciano. Anderson swings first pitch, sends it into center. Hegeman comes on and plays it on a hop. Leadoff single, Will Anderson. He was 1 for 5 on Sunday, and he's now 1 for 1 to start off against Devin Laginto.
Despite being a month into the season and Laginto now on his 5th CCL
Now
start,
batting
the Legends
number
haven't seen
24,
him.
Deuce
They got a
Filter.
look in a 4-batter burst, but Anderson gets a pitch he likes and sends it into left center almost immediately.
Well, Laginto looks to turn a double play. Anderson off first base. Comes home, and it kicks past Duncan to the screen. That's a free base for Anderson. Runner on second now with nobody out. Menlo Park threatening for the first run of the ball game. Well, the Stompers just don't really give up runs. The best pitching staff in the CCL, and it's honestly not that close. Squared to bunt. It's put down back to Laginto, who bare hands throws to first in time. So a nice bunt by Filter and a productive one. That moves Anderson to third base with 1 out, and Emilio Feliciano, who's just taken his name out of a portal. He's headed to Coppin State. Has a chance.
Now batting number 0, Emilio Feliciano.
The Stompers sport a 2.72 earned run average as a team. The pitch to Feliciano called strike, 0-1. The Legends, on the other hand, support a 5-5-1. That's a 3 runs per game given up difference, or earned runs per game, that is. I agree, can sort by runs against per 9. The Stompers give up 4 runs against per 9. The Legends give up 6. So, I mean, the numbers will tell you that. On the other side of the ball, the Stompers score 6 runs a game, and Menlo Park scores, if you do the rounding, 6 as well. The 0-2, up and outside at 1-2. Wagento looking for a strikeout with the infield drawn in here in inning number 2. Zach Pace loves to draw the infield in aggressively when there's only a runner at third base, even early in the ball game. Wagento's pitch struck him out swinging. Just what the doctor ordered. Feliciano sent back to the home dugout. There's 2 away.
19,
And that's the third strikeout of the season. Just 16 at-bats. A big one for Devin Waginto.
Ryan Cartwright, the catcher out of Wheaton College. It's 267. Well, that's just 4 for 15. Not a lot of ABs so far for Cartwright, and he's behind 0-1. One thing with Waginto is the pace doesn't really slow with the runner on base. Runner at third, though, he is back out of the wind. Very slight difference with Waginto. The pitch. Oh, late called, but called strike either way by Cardova. It counts 0-2.
And Waginto in the driver's seat here. 0-2, a couple firm fastballs can go to really anything.
We'll see what he does on 0-2. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. Back-to-back Ks leaves a runner at third base. The pitchers have been sharp through 2, which ends us scoreless to the third.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
I'm Trent Keys, first baseman, LMC, and you're listening to the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Couple of lefties get it started for the Stompers. A scoreless game, top of the third inning. Van Larson's faced the minimum. He's given up a single. That was erased on an 8-3 double play. Hit and run situation maybe for Sonoma. And then McCann Libby walked in the second inning. He was picked off, which sets up 7, 8, and 9. Lefty Trent Keys, lefty Anthony Shepler, and then the righty Luke Duncan.
Trent Keys.
Trent Keys has, as we talk about nearly every day, such a fun split, a 156 average and a 534 on base percentage. He has 14 hit by pitches, 12 walks, and 11 strikeouts. You talk about walk to strikeout percentage. He fouls the first one off, 0-1. What about hit by pitch to strikeout percentage? He has more walks than strikeouts and more hit by pitches than strikeouts separately. So you put the free passes together, it's a well over double the amount of Ks that the lefty has. But he'll have to battle from behind. 0-2 here. Chased a slider in the dirt that counts 0-2.
That's a 26 total free passes given to Trent Keys, which is just insane.
Swing and a miss. So Keys down on just 3 pitches. It's the second strikeout for Larson, and there's one away. Brings up Anthony Shepler, a guy with a strikeout problem of his own.
Now batting,
19
number
strikeouts
52,
to just
Anthony
4 walks.
Scheffler.
But he's a guy that's up there in the hit by pitch total as well. He's at 10 hit by pitches. Him and Keysville lone 2 in double digits. He pushes a bunt down, and it's a beauty. It's just going to sit on the carpet, no play. That's a beautiful bunt by Anthony Scheffler for a hit. He could not have placed it any better.
And caught him by surprise. Scheffler, not a guy we really see as a speed threat in the lineup and down in the eight
Now
hole.
batting for the Stompers,
That's a really nice
number
bunt. He
26,
rolled
Luke
maybe 10
Duncan.
feet down the third base line and then stopped, forced Cartwright and Larson to communicate. They didn't really do that well, and Larson just ended up eating it. Now, an interesting piece of stat watching: the first batter of every inning gets an out, but then the second one on all 3 innings.
Stompers haven't gotten a 4th hitter to the plate yet, though. Duncan pops it up, right field line. Going over is Lewis, and he lost it, and it's called a foul ball. There's no chalk on a turf field, but I don't know. We might have seen some kick up. That was very close to the right field line, and Aaron Lewis, making his first start out in right field here in Menlo Park, just completely overran the baseball.
On a ball that Duncan didn't get much of, it still went probably 300 feet. That's a good sign.
Hitting room on the right side. Anderson holds Scheffler at first, a pick over on him, and safe, says Massive, a first base umpire.
And after seeing one already picked off at first, the Stompers need to shorten the lead a little bit, maybe lean slightly towards first base, and then just add to their secondary when they take it.
Any guesses how many times the Stompers have been hit in league action so far? Roman will give you a guess after the first pitch to Duncan, or the second pitch, beg your pardon. It's fouled back. He's behind 0-2.
I'm going to go with 58.
74 times.
That's just insane.
The Stompers have been hit 74 times over the course of 19 league games. How does that even compute? Colton Boardman, the man on deck, has 9 of them. And that one misses inside to Duncan, spins out of the way. That's 4.1 hit by pitches a game.
74. And Boardman on deck can't believe it, hearing us say it.
Duncan pops it up. This one should be playable. Anderson battling the sun. He gives way to the second baseman, Deuce Filter, who makes the catch. And Duncan's retired. It switches back to Colton Boardman.
You gotta get the
Now
team an
batting,
Evo
number
Shield
3,
sponsorship or something.
Colton
I mean,
Boardman.
at 74, we're only halfway through the season. That's ridiculous.
They're going to crack 100 in a hurry. Boardman, left on left, a check on Scheffler's back with a dive. Kenny Meimerstorff's going to have his work cut out for him with that lefty move from Larson over there coaching first base.
And Larson with a really nice move, really sells it with the head action too, looking between home plate and first base.
This time he goes back to first, had me, and Scheffler is back with a dive. Boardman bounced out in the first inning. He entered play 297. Up there in the team RBIs, he has 10. Leads the team in stolen bases with 11. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. On the out of town, Walnut Creek leads 2-0 against San Francisco. Everything else in the north is later. No Merchants baseball today. Arroyo Seco takes on San Luis Obispo. The pitch home, Boardman fouls it off. He was early, yanked it over the first base dugout here at CSM. Boardman 5 doubles, leads the team in that category, looking to find a gap and give the Stompers the lead in the third. The pitch home is in there. Slider came back and clipped the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And there's not a lot of velo on that slider, but it's got a really nice late action.
Boardman, not a guy that strikes out. He checks his swing. The pitch is low. The runner to second, Scheffler, steals. And we're going to have an appeal. Yes, he did. So that's a tough one to swallow. The umpire made a call at second base on a slide and a call on the swing. So he was looking 2 different directions at the same time. It goes against Sonoma, and the inning is over. We're head to the bottom of the third in a scoreless game on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
I'm Devin Legento. I'm a pitcher for the Sonoma Stompers, and you're listening to the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
9-1-2 for the Menlo Park Legends. It's a 0-0 ball game, bottom of the third, and Charlie Degler squares to bunt, but takes a pitch outside. Degler was in the leadoff spot on Sunday, and he reached base 5 different times. He's in the 9-hole today, and he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. An error, a walk, a hit by pitch, another walk, and then a single. And that got him moved down in the lineup 8 spots. He lines this one into left field. Sebastiani makes the catch chest high. A hard-hit baseball finds a glove, as we've seen a couple times.
Now to the plate, number 20.
Not be in for a
Aaron
13-run showing, as we saw on Sunday. It's another lefty, Aaron Lewis. Awaits the first pitch from Waginto, and it's outside 1-0. It was just his second at-bat of the season. This is his first game for Menlo Park, who've brought in some new names. Trying to snap a 3-game skid, swing and a miss, fastball up, 1-1. Menlo Park 8-11 on the season, 5-5 in their last 10, but they've dropped 3 consecutive games, and they're facing a Sonoma team on the other end of that, 3 straight victories. This one sent out shallow left. Sebastiani has a long way to go, but he makes the catch, angling in and towards the line. A couple lefties are late on fastballs, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 77, James Bose.
That brings up James Bose, a right-handed hitter who, just like most CCL players, has changed his commitment over the course of this season. After struggling last year at Loyola Marymount University, he's coming up north. He's playing at Santa Clara, and he takes a called strike 1. Waginto settling in here in inning number 3.
And this is what we wanted to see from him. He had a rocky last start, but has come in and pitched well so far.
Bose pops this one up. Right side, Libby backpedaling, makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Waginto. We head to the 4th. Nothing but zeros on the scoreline. Roman Raffelli takes over the play-by-play duties when we return on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
The first pitch to Nick Sebastiani in for a strike. His second at bat, he singled but was cut down on an 8-3 double play in the first. Swings and misses on an off speed the second time. It's now 0-2.
Now get it down, be on time, 6.
The 0-2 in the dirt. A nice take from Sebastiani there. And the 1-2 misses low.
Good job from Sebastiani battling back. He was down 0-2, and Larson's done a good job of getting ahead.
The 2-2 bounces in the dirt. He spits on an off-speed pitch that moves a lot. There's a big speed difference, but we can't totally tell you what it is. I think if he comes more over the shoulder, it acts more as a curveball, and more around the side, it's a slider. 3-2, hit hard into dead center field. It one hops to the center fielder Degler for a leadoff single.
Yeah, second hit for Nick Sebastiani, who's really swinging a piece of lumber, as we mentioned.
Now batting for the Stompers,
just shy of a 400 average over
Paul
last
Azul.
week. It's now, if you add these two to it, he's well over 400, and that batting average for the season creeping back towards the 300 mark. That's where we saw him last year in what was an all CCL North campaign for the left fielder.
Brings up Paul Azul, who swings and misses on the off-speed first pitch. And first time through the order, Larson was a lot of fastball early. We're now seeing 2 out of 3 first pitch off speeds to start the second time through the order. The 0-1, another off speed. They're going to check to the second base umpire. He did not go, and it's getting very loud between both dugouts here. The Legends furious with the call. Now 1-1 Lazul and Larson. And he picks to first. Sebastiani back in time. He saw the move his first time on first base. He leads off first again. The move back to first without a dive. That's a bold play from Sebastiani. The Stompers need to, adjust to the lefty move. It's a nice one from Larson. You can't take any risks. Maybe shorten the lead a little bit, get more on a secondary. The pitch misses low to Lazul. He's ahead 2-1. Lazul has come on as of late. 3 extra base hits in his last 4 ball games, a .279 average. He's also got 11 walks. The 2-1 fouled back, now 2-2, another off speed.
Yeah, just a little out in front there, bounced it down past Kenny in the first base coaching box. You heard Zach Pace in the dugout. You could even hear him from here after that first swing. Left center, just like in BP. They want him to wait back and drive it the other way.
Sebastiani goes. The pitch misses inside the throw, not in time, and it's a strike 3. At home, Azul doesn't agree with the call. It's a backwards K in the 4th strikeout.
Now batting for the Stompers, number 37, Brady Shannon.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know, maybe there was a little miscommunication on the throw, but it was a very late called strike call. And sort of took the bat out of Lazul's hands on 2-2, and now you need a 2-out RBI from Shannon.
And it was a pretty delayed call. The throw had been made to second base before it was called strike 3. First pitch to Shannon, rolled over to the left side. Third baseman Most Fields throws in time. A nice stretch from Anderson gets the second out of the inning.
Yeah,
Now batting, number
beg your pardon.
49,
Now you need the
McCann
2-out
Libby.
hit. Sebastiani with a leadoff single. It's the first Stomper to reach base to lead off an inning. This is, now you can't kill yourself in situations like this.
Libby takes the box, 16 hits, 211 average entering today's ball game. He walked his last time up, but was caught stealing at first, or picked off at first. First pitch hit hard over the glove of James Bose at short. Nick Sebastiani sent the full way, and the ball's dropped by Emilio Feliciano. It's a 2-out RBI single from McCann Libby.
Now batting, number
That one's
19,
got to feel good if you're
Cameron
Libby,
Hagerman.
and really has to feel good if you're Sonoma. The 2-out hitting's really been there the last few weeks. Libby's first RBI in 10 days.
A big one for the Frisco native. First pitch in for a strike to Cam Hageman.
Nice frame job by Ryan Cartwright. The Legends and Lucas Townsend do a lot of work on their catching.
This one hit right back at the mound, past a diving Bose. Libby goes first to second. It's another 2-out single from Cam Hageman.
Yeah, the second look for all these guys at Larson, they look a lot cleaner. Lazul worked himself into a nice
Now
one,
batting
even
for
though
the
he got out.
Stompers, number 25,
Shannon hacked a
Trent
little
Key.
early, but we know the raw power he has, and the 3 hits, Sebastiani, Libby, and now Hageman. I mean, Kim almost took Larson's head off with that line drive straight back up the middle.
And the Stompers hunting fastballs here, spitting more on the slider the second time through. That's the approach they need to have if they're going to drive Larson out. Keys at the plate, hits the first pitch he sees. It was a fastball, softly diving into left center field. It gets down. McCann Libby waved from third. He will score. Hageman holds at second base. It's back-to-back-to-back 2-out singles for the Stomps. They're up on the board 2-0.
Yeah, Libby running on the pitch, gets in from second base. Hageman holds at second. That play, I mean, he's running on the pitch too, but it develops right in front of him. And so you can't get the last out on the bases, especially there at third base. Alex Mikalakis is going to come have a meeting out on the mound.
And this is a much-needed meeting here from Mikalakis. Your guy almost got out of the inning. He gave up the leadoff single. He looked to strain him at second base, but then a single from McCann Libby, a single from Cam Hageman, and a single from Trent Keys have really taken this inning away from Van Larson.
Yeah, as we talked about with Keys, really swinging it now. It's hit in 2 of his last 3 games. That on-base percentage continues to rise, especially being on base 3 times in a game area. He was pulled halfway on Sunday and then gets a knock here. He's working himself a nice little on-base streak. I think he's been on base every single league action.
So it's first and second for Anthony Shepler, who singled in the third, getting his second at-bat in as many innings.
That's every league start.
He's been fantastic. Talk about the on-base numbers, now seeing the batting average slowly closing the gap, but there's a long ways to go with how high that on-base percentage is. Shepler's first pitch was a ball. Larson set, takes a couple looks, now delivers. It's high to Shepler, a great take.
Yeah, that's a good job from Shepler. The coaching staff has talked a little about him expanding out of his zone, not getting up there to walk. But that's a problem with a lot of summer ball guys, especially at the start. It seems like he's done a lot better job the last 3 days of keying in on his zone.
This one misses low, now 3-0 to Shepler. It's a typical take from the Stompers, 3-0, but never know what the approach may be here. Runners on first and second. That's Hageman at second, Trent Keys at first. The Stompers up 2-0 on 6 hits through just 3 2/3. Set, the delivery from Larson catches the outside corner with a fastball for a strike. Shepler entered today 8 hits on the campaign, searching for his 10th here against Larson. The 3-1 on the inside corner for a strike. Same pitch we saw Paul Lazul strike out on. It's a nice pitch. Larson set. The payoff pitch to Shepler. Bounces in the dirt. Ball for Luke Duncan takes the box.
That's now 4 straight have reached base with 2 outs, and if you're the Stompers,
Now batting number 26.
you really want to try and
Duncan.
blow this game out of hand early. You're a little short on arms this week. It would be nice to turn this 2-0 lead into a 5-0 lead if you can find a gap, or even just walk and get your RBI guy, Colton Boardman, up to the plate.
And they very quickly silenced the Menlo Park dugout, which was very loud. This one lined down the left field line in fair territory. Oh, foul call from Gustavo Cardova at home plate. A healthy hack from Duncan sent a line drive hard down the left field line. That was for sure extra bases if it stayed in, but Duncan quickly on Van Larson. The 0-1 fouled back now ahead of Duncan 0-2. It was well ahead of the off-speed pitch. Larson looking to get out of a bases-loaded jam. The 0-2 to Duncan in the dirt. And a nice block from Cartwright. It was fastball all the way, but able to glove it behind home plate. The 1-2, same pitch, same spot. It's another nice take from Duncan.
Larson has 4 strikeouts pitching in the 4th inning, but in this inning especially, he's gotten ahead of a lot of hitters, but struggled with that put-away pitch on 0-2.
And the Stompers being very keen on spitting on the off-speed stuff in a 2-strike count. The 2-2, a fastball outside corner. It's hit softly to the left side. The throw in time to get Duncan from most. The Stompers have 4 hits in the inning. They score 2 but leave 3. They take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the 4th here on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Bashan's original Japanese barbecue sauce was born from founder Justin Gill's multi-generational family recipe that was passed down to him by his Bashan. Now, the multi-generational family recipe has inspired the bold, fresh umami flavor and clean ingredients in all of Bashan's sauces, including their new Japanese dipping sauces. Find Bashan's sauces at your local grocery store today. Bashan's, a tradition of bold, fresh umami flavor, and proud sponsor of the Sonoma Stompers. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future.
Mitchell Birdsall takes the box against Devin Laginto to start the bottom of the 4th. The Legends now find themselves in a 2-0 hole after some nice small ball from the Stompers. First pitch misses outside and low for ball 1. And there's double barrel action in the Legends bullpen, likely the last we've seen from Larson. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Birdsall behind on the fastball.
We talked in the Stomper bats half of this inning about how Larson was getting ahead and then struggling. Laginto's doing a good job of getting behind and getting back in it.
This one hit softly to Shepler at third. The throw across in time to Trent Keys, a 5-3 put out to start the inning. And since a couple of early runners, Laginto has really settled in and is pitching confidently with his good stuff.
Yeah, 7 straight retired after that leadoff single in the second. And if you remember that leadoff single, got to second on a wild pitch, bunted over to third. After that bunt, he goes strikeout, and he's put down 4 since then.
It's Dane Most taking the box, 13 hits on the season. Paired with 11 walks and 11 strikeouts. Nice ratio there, just shows a good plate presence. The 1-0 catches the outside corner. Laginto's velocity up a tick or two since settling in. Much more confident control of the plate. The 1-1 hit softly to the left side in the air. Shepler camped, makes the grab. It's quickly 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, even with that early traffic, Laginto's done a great job of controlling the pitch count. He's only at 38 pitches now through 3 2/3. You want to get out of here 44 pitches max. I mean, the dream is that you're 40 through 4. That really keeps the pitch count low. That's when Zach Pace can start thinking about a 7th inning.
And so, first pitch misses out to the lefty Will Anderson. He had a single in the second. It was his 14th hit of the season. One misses outside with a fastball there. Stompers up 2-0, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. The righty Devin Laginto delivers fouled back by the lefty Will Anderson. Laginto gets the sign, winds, delivers. It's hit hard to Trent Keys at first. Gloves it and will take hit himself. 4 solid innings from Devin Laginto. He's in a groove. Now 9 straight retired. We'll head to the top of the 5th here on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican.
Bashan's original Japanese barbecue sauce was born from founder Justin Gill's multi-generational family recipe that was passed down to him by his Bashan. Now, the multi-generational family recipe has inspired the bold, fresh umami flavor and clean ingredients in all of Bashan's sauces, including their new Japanese dipping sauces. Find Bashan's sauces at your local grocery store today. Bashan's, a tradition of bold, fresh umami flavor. And proud sponsor of the Sonoma Stompers.
Colton Boardman leads off the 5th.
Colton Boardman.
It was the one Stomper not to hit in the 4th, and he struck out to end the 3rd inning. First pitch, a slider started out, ended further out. It's a new pitcher on the mound for the Legends. And the second pitch misses inside, a 1-1 count. The left on left 1-1, hit hard at the shortstop Bose. He fields and throws in time to get Boardman by a step. And it's 31 Max Babbage out of the Milwaukee
Now
School
to the plate
of
for the
Engineering.
Stompers, number 6, Nicholas Sebastiani.
Yeah, that closes the book on Larson. 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts, and it's the first Menlo Park pitcher, it feels like we've seen forever, not hit anybody.
This one hit softly but foul down the right field line.
Babbage off to a nice little start this season. 5 games in 12 innings, he's allowed just 5 earned runs. He went 3 1/3 innings against Sonoma. That was in game 1 of the doubleheader, an 11-3 Sonoma victory.
Sebastiani behind 0-1, hits this one hard at Bose, but gloved for a quick second out of the inning.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to be Sebastiani's 3rd hit in as many at-bats, but James Bose was very nice and he looks very collected and calm over at shortstop. Every ball hit at him. Plays with a little bit of swag. You saw him short hop the last one and sidearm it over. Never any panic on that missile off the bat of Sebastiani.
Lazul takes the box, takes a first pitch strike inside corner. It was an off-speed, a nice front door slider from Babbage. And that ball, the one piece of contact that hasn't been a hit for Sebastiani, but probably the hardest hit of the day. Lazul swings and misses at another slider, quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 swung on and missed well ahead of the slider. Max Babbage comes in from the pen, gets a quick 1-2-3 inning with a strikeout to end it. The Legends looking to get on the scoreboard. 2-0 Stompers through 4.5.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And
it's the bottom of the 5th. The Stompers go down 1-2-3 in a matter of minutes against the bullpen arm Babbage. Devin Laginto delivers a first pitch strike on the outside corner to Russell Filter, who put down a nice sack bunt to move Will Anderson to second base his last time up. He swings and misses on a fastball there, quickly behind 0-2. We're through 4.5 here at the College of San Mateo, and it's been just an hour since first pitch. A 2-hour CCL pace is something we've seen very little of, but when the Stompers have, it's been Laginto. And Russell Filter calls time right as Laginto starts his motion. The 0-2, middle slider, strike 3 looking. Laginto cruising so far today.
Now batting for the Legends, number 0, Emilio Feliciano.
It's the 4th K for Laginto on the evening. He'll take the box against Emilio Feliciano. First pitch right on right, and it hits the back side of Feliciano. It's the first hit by pitch on the evening for Laginto.
Now batting number 19.
Kills a streak of now
Cartwright.
10 consecutive put down by Laginto.
The second hit by pitch, he hit James Bowes, the second batter of the evening. This one hit hard into left center field. Sebastiani makes the grab on the run. First pitch, swinging from Ryan Cartwright, he flies out to left.
I was talking to Haroon Pelja the other day about his pitching approach, and he said, at this level against a team like this, you're just trying to put the ball in the zone because there's such a low likelihood that you get a hit. You have to know what pitch it is, then time it up, then hit a barrel, and then hit a barrel where there's nobody is. And Laginto's putting it in the zone, and his defense has done a great job.
Runner goes first pitch. He's thrown out at second base from Luke Duncan. A nice reaction from him. A smooth 2-4 putout. The Stompers cruising through 5 with a 2-0 lead over the Menlo Park Legends.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
I'm McCann Libby. I play third base. I go to Louisiana Tech University, and you're listening to the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Brady Shannon leads off the top of the 6th. It's just 6:10 p.m. with a 5:03 first pitch. Cruising here at the College of San Mateo. First pitch from Max Babbage in the dirt. He worked a speedy 5th, a ground out and a line out to short, and then a strikeout of Paul Lazul put the Stompers down in order. Left on right to Shannon, misses inside with an off-speed pitch. Thanks for joining us on the radio. Roman Raffelli and Kieran Costa on the road with the Sonoma Stompers. A 2-0 swing from Brady Shannon misses over the top of another wrinkle off the lefty arm, Max Babbage. The 2-1, another slider, and I don't know that we've seen anything but sliders from Max Babbage so far. It's 2-2 to Shannon, the reigning Stomper of the week. Two-two. Another wrinkle, and it rings up Shannon, his second strikeout of the day.
Now batting, number 49,
Second
McCann
K for Brady
Libby.
Shannon, and it's the second for Max Babbage through just 4 batters. Back-to-back Lazul and Shannon go down. McCann Libby takes the box. He walked and singled so far today. Puts a bunt down. It's soft in front of home plate. Cartwright fields it, throws just in time to get McCann Libby a quick 2 outs here in the 6th.
I don't hate that decision. You've seen it work once before. That was the Shepler bunt. Libby just needed to put a little bit more on it, and a nice play by Ryan Cartwright pounced on it out right in front of home.
And a crafty play from the athlete Libby, but Cartwright took control over that one versus Babbage when Larson and Cartwright got jammed up on who was going to field it when it was done by Shepler. First pitch misses outside to Hegeman. It's 1-0. We haven't seen Babbage fall behind at all through an inning and 2/3. That one misses low, now behind 2-0. The 2-0 outside, now 3-0 to Cam Hegeman. It's his fourth game with the Stompers. He's already got 3 walks and 4 singles. Pair of stolen bases as well. The 3-0 misses high. It's a 4-pitch walk to Cam Hegeman with 2 outs.
Yeah, now I'm not surprised if we see Sonoma get aggressive on the base paths. Get a runner in scoring position for Trent Keys already with 2 outs.
It's a quick delivery from Babbage. He gets set to home plate, very efficiently, but another lefty move the Stompers haven't seen here. Looks between first and home, then delivers home. Trent Keys checks the swing. It misses outside, 1-0. Stompers looking for another 2-out rally like they had in the 4th. 2-0 Stompers. Hegeman leads off first. The pitch home misses high. Now behind 2-0 to Trent Keys.
Yeah, now 6 consecutive pitches have missed for Max Babbage. You have to really just center in on your zone if you're Keys and make him come to you.
The 2-0 misses outside. Another slider. Babbage about 80% off speed from what we've seen so far. He's behind 3-0 for the second consecutive batter. Keys as disciplined as they come. 12 walks, 14 hit by pitches. He's got a single today. The 3-0, I think it clipped him, and now his 15th hit by pitch of the CCL campaign.
That's now 75 for the Stompers. They creep ever closer.
Now batting number 52, Anthony Shepler.
And Trent Keys was hit twice yesterday by Menlo Park pitching, and now once today. When you're hit 15 times, it's true you're going to get hit by a lot of different teams, but it feels like Menlo Park's hit Trent Keys a bunch. And nice mound meeting by Alex Mikalakis. I mean, your pitcher's missed with 8 consecutive pitches.
And Babbage was arguing with home plate umpire Gustavo Cardova that Trent Keys leaned into that one. It's not something we've seen at all in his now 15 hit by pitches, so he's barking up the wrong tree, and this is a Menlo Park squad that just doesn't like the Blues.
I also don't think you're leaning in on 3-0. You're usually bending back out of the way and taking your base without getting hit.
So there's 2 on, 2 outs for Anthony Shepler, an identical situation to what he had in the 4th inning. That was after a Libby single, a Hegeman single, and then a Trent Keys single that scored McCann Libby. Put down a bunt. He walked. That time up, they're going to go back to second base. Move back, not in time, just a lob over, but he had to throw it because of the spin move. First pitch to Shepler, misses low. Babbage was great in the 5th, throwing nothing but strikes. He was off to a hot start in the 6th, but since just cannot find the zone. It's 9 consecutive out of the strike zone. The 1-0 misses low. That's 10. And he's just lucky he's not pitching against Texas A&M down at College Station. He'll be firmly welcomed by a ball 10 chant as we speak, but nothing here from the few at the San Mateo. This one high, ball 11.
Yeah, and he'd been so slider heavy. I think after 10 straight misses, he's clearly a breaking ball first pitcher, but just tried to see if he could get anything over, and the fastball was well up above the zone.
Luke Duncan on deck. The 3-0 to Anthony Shepler. In for a strike. So it's 11 balls to just 1 strike in his last dozen deliveries. Babbage from the left, Shepler from the left. Shepler 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a walk. 3-1, misses high, it's ball 4, 12 out of 13 balls from Max Babbage.
Yeah, I wonder if you make a move here if you're Nick Sanziri. It looks like he's staying put for now. You've had a righty loosening for a little while. He's talking to his pitching coach. They're both looking down to that bullpen.
26,
and I think
Duncan.
Michalakis will make the move. And you have to. You cannot make a second mound visit without making a move.
And this would be the time to do it. You've got the righty Duncan up and a righty warming in the pen. Like they don't want to give the right on left advantage to the Stompers with the bases loaded and an already 2-0 lead. We'll take a break here on the Stompers Radio Network and introduce you to the new arm when we come back.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100%
Bashan's original Japanese barbecue sauce was born from founder Justin Gill's multi-generational family recipe that was passed down to him by his Bashan. Now, the multi-generational family recipe has inspired the bold, fresh umami flavor and clean ingredients in all of Bashan's sauces, including their new Japanese dipping sauces. Find Bashan's sauces at your local grocery store today. Bashan's, a tradition of bold, fresh umami flavor. And proud sponsor of the Sonoma Stompers.
Back at the College of San Mateo, Luke Duncan up against William Pyers, the new Legend arm. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Yeah, Duncan now getting his second trip to the plate with the bases loaded. He has just 1 RBI on the season, and that came via a bases loaded hit by pitch.
He's behind 0-1, a swinging strike 1. This one in the dirt, a nice block from Cartwright. It's 1-1.
The new arm, Pyers, 6'3", from Atherton, California. The righty weighs in at 215 pounds. He played last year at Manhattan College. He's pitched just 2 games this season, 1 inning, 3 earned.
1-1, misses low and out, squeezed by Cartwright. Duncan now ahead.
Definitely a tick up in the velocity than we were seeing from Babbage. Was slider, slider, slider. All 3 fastballs to start Pyers outing.
And it's the first righty the Stompers will get a look at. Now 3-1 to Luke Duncan. The lefty Colton Boardman stands on deck if the lineup were to roll over.
Would be a fun way to get your first 2 RBIs of the year.
Both free passes. It's 3-1. Pyers comes set, delivers. It's at the knees for a strike. And a nice pitch there to even the count at 3-2. Three and 2, hit softly to James Bowes at short. He fields, throws across in time to get Luke Duncan. The Stompers put 3 on with 2 outs. They drive out Max Babbage, but William Pyers comes in and gets a ground ball to keep the Legends down just 2 through 6. We'll head to the 7th here at the College of San Mateo, and Kieran Costa takes you through the final 3 here on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Bashan's original Japanese barbecue sauce was born from founder Justin Gill's multi-generational family recipe that was passed down to him by his Bashan. Now, the multi-generational family recipe has inspired the bold, fresh umami flavor and clean ingredients in all of Bashan's sauces, including their new Japanese dipping sauces. Find Bashan's sauces at your local grocery store today. Bashan's, a tradition of bold, fresh umami flavor, and proud sponsor of the Sonoma Stompers.
The bottom of the
Leading up the
sixth.
bottom of the sixth for the Legends, number 4,
Devin Laginto
Charlie
takes the mound.
Degler.
Once again, he'll face Charlie Degler, who lined out in just his one appearance. Laginto been fantastic through 5. First pitch strike to Degler.
Yeah, Laginto's faced the minimum over the last 12 outs.
Second pitch misses low.
That was just his 51st pitch of the outing, and he pitches here in inning number 6 on a day where Zach Pace really needed length.
That one missed low. It's 2-1 to Degler. This one hit sharply at McCann. Libby fields and tosses the keys for the first out of the inning. Stompers clean defense through 5 and a third, including a few nice plays.
Now batting for the Legends,
damage.
number 20, Aaron Lewis.
Aaron Lewis takes the box with 1 out. The lefty just joined the club. 6 strikeouts in his spring college season. First pitch misses in. The 1-0 catches the zone low for a strike. It's 1-1 to Lewis. He's lined out to center and flown out to left. Pitch fouled back right at us. Now Laginto ahead 1-2. Laginto gets the sign, 1-2. Begins the wind, delivers, fouled off again. Right into the uphill stands here at College of San Mateo.
Went high fastball after getting out ahead in the count, 1-2. He has pitches to work with. You see if he goes back to that spot. I mean, Lewis was right on it. You could bury a breaking ball as well.
The 1-2 rings him up on the front back hip slider. A nasty pitch, 1-2. A backwards K for Aaron Lewis. Now the 5th strikeout for Laginto on the evening.
77, James Bowes.
And it brings up James Bowes, a legend with just 8 strikeouts in 68 appearances, and he's hit by a pitch the second time he's been hit, and the third from Laginto this evening. So an identical start to the 6th inning that we saw in the 5th. It was a backwards K followed by a hit by pitch. That was Russell
Now batting for the
Fulton.
Legends,
Emilio
number
Feliciano
14,
now top of the order.
Mitchell Birdsall.
Doing the same. Brings up Mitchell Birdsall, who's got a K and a ground out so far. Vinto's delivery hit hard at Anthony Scheffler. Chance for 2. Throws to Libby at second for the only out. Vail neat. It's 4 up, 3 down. Liginto fantastic through 6 here at the College of San Mateo. We'll head to the 7th inning. Kieran Costa takes you through the final 3 on play-by-play.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
This is Colton Boardman, shortstop out of CSUN, and you are listening to the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
Top of the order for Sonoma in the 7th. They're still holding a 2-0 advantage over Menlo Park.
7th for the Stompers, number 3, Colton Boardman.
Boardman, Sebastiani, and Lazul will be the 3 to hit against Will Pyers out for his first full inning of work. He misses low to Boardman. So Max Babich goes an inning and 2/3 with 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and 2 strikeouts. But Will Pyers leaves all 3 inherited runners aboard. But he's missed with the first 2 to Boardman. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Colton was aboard twice on Friday, aboard twice on Saturday, and aboard 3 times on Sunday. He's 0 for 3 today. Also his first strikeout in nearly a week. A pitch in there, 2-1. Stompers got 2 in the 4th inning. RBI singles from McCann, Libby, and Trent Keys. 2-1 in there, 2-2. And Pyers has battled back. Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Boardman is just low.
And it's a knuckle curve from Pyers. It spins in not like a typical off-speed pitch. There's not a firm red dot on the front side, but it's a nice pitch.
3-2 to Colton. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging.
And a rare instance there of Boardman extending the strike zone. That pitch crossed mid-shin, but a nice start to the inning from William Pyers.
That brings
now
up
to play for the
Nick
Stompers,
Sebastiani.
number 6, Nicholas Sebastiani.
Nick Seb, as they call him, a couple of singles and a line out to the shortstop. 3 very hard hit baseballs. We'll see what he does against the righty Pyers, and he comes up empty. Is he a reverse splits guy? It's the lefty well. Oh, 1 coming. In there, called strike 2.
And the knuckle curve is working very well for Pyers. It seems to be most of what he's throwing. The Stompers are going to need to make an adjustment here. Similar to what they did against Babich and Larson, the adjustment just needs to come.
Base is empty, 1 out, top 7. Nick Sebastiani takes high, and the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Devin Laginto has been magnificent through 6, just 1 hit allowed. And no action in the Stomper bullpen. It looks like he'll get a 7th. Pyers with the high set and the pitch. Sebastiani strikes out swinging. Back-to-back swinging strikeouts to start the inning for Will Pyers. And Paul Lazul will dig in from the left
now
side.
for the Stompers, number 45.
The base is empty
Paul
and 2
Lazul.
outs.
couldn't ask for anything better if you're the Legends. Pyers has come in and thrown his stuff, been confident and assertive with it, looking for a quick 1-2-3 to get the bats back out, still down 2.
Now the Stompers looking to tack on some insurance. Lazul takes a called strike 1. Pyers is doing his best Devin Laginto impression, getting the ball, and he's ready to go. Now he drops the arm, stares in, and comes set. Delivers an 0-1. Lazul grounds it down the line, foul, right to Kenny Meimersdorf in the first base coaching box, and now Lazul will have to do it from behind, 0-2.
And it's tough if you're the Stompers because Pyers is just throwing this knuckle curve, but when he can locate it in the zone and throw it to get you to chase out, you really have a hard time taking it when it spins and it's coming in at the velocity that it is.
Moving right along, 90 minutes gone by since first pitch, and we play with 2 outs in the top of the visitor 7th. Lazul, left-handed hitter out of Monterey Peninsula, awaits the pitch from the righty Pyers, and it misses inside and low, 1-2. He kicked off the glove of the catcher Cartwright and then got a piece of the umpire. Definitely heard 2 noises there, but no hit by pitch. Called 1-2 to Lazul, outside 2-2. Lazul's lined into a double play and then struck out looking and struck out swinging. All of those were against the lefties, Larson and Babich. We'll see what he does on a 2-2 from the righty Pyers. He grounds it to second. Filter, fields, and throws in time. 1-2-3 go the Stompers. Time to stretch in Menlo Park. Sonoma on top of the Legends, 2-0.
The Sonoma Stompers have partnered with Crandall Roofing to bring you the Grand Slam seating section. All grandstand seats are now sponsored by Crandall Roofing, the best roofers in the North Bay. Let your next roof be your last roof. Call Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers. Hey Stomper fans, if you need tree service, call Arbor MD. Proper tree care is essential for ensuring the safety, health, and beauty of your trees. Arbor MD's tree knowledge and expertise protects your property and enhances its value while also contributing to environmental sustainability and long-term tree health. Call Arbor MD for all your tree care and landscape needs. Nana's estate-grown extra virgin olive oil is made from olives grown exclusively on the property of Vianza Winery. They were hand-harvested and pressed to create Nana's extra virgin olive oil. Go to shop.vianza.com to see why Nana's olive oil is the very best. United States Congressman Mike Thompson, representing California's 4th District, is a proud supporter of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers invite you to dine at Verano Cafe. Longtime Sonoma natives Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio listened to the community's yearning for wholesome food and responded by opening a cozy diner nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe.
Laginto's first pitch of inning number 7's bounce to Keys. Laginto wins the race to the bag, and his magnificent inning ball game continues. 3-1, 1 pitch, 1 out here in inning number
now batting,
7.
Number 25, Will
and Laginto's
Anderson.
been his quick, efficient, effective self, but he's also just given up 1 hit. He's kept the bases clean, let the defense work very well, not trying to do too much, just doing his thing.
61 pitches through 7.1 innings for Devin Laginto. At some point, Menlo Park has to make an adjustment and start seeing some pitches. Well, if you're filling it up like that's what I was about to say. That one misses maybe inside and low, 2 places where we've seen it called consistently. A ball in and a ball down. That one's cut on and missed, fastball away.
And the issue with, facing Laginto is once he's in a groove, he's in that groove. It's really hard to knock him out. You got to really put a barrel on a ball, do some damage, but tough with the pace he works at.
That one sent in the other way. Chasing Sebastiani back, still back. He's looking up, and he makes the catch! With his back to home plate, Nick Sebastiani lays out towards the wall. How do you like that? That's the best catch we've seen all season. That ball just kept on going and going and going. Nick Sebastiani never gave up on the play, and with his back to home plate made a tumbling catch in left center field.
Devin
Laginto gives his left fielder some praise. My goodness.
And it's like he was throwing a back shoulder fade in the back corner of the end zone. Just watched it track from his right shoulder to his left, made the basket catch. What a play from Nick Sebastiani.
Laginto pitches to the pinch hitter Gavin Shaddix, and it is a called strike when you can't swing off the bench if you're Shaddix. The first two hitters this inning saw just 4 pitches. Laginto's 0-1. Same spot, same call, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch from Laginto struck him out swinging. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Gavin Shaddix. And on just 7 pitches and a little help from his defense, Devin Laginto turns in a 1-2-3-7. We head to inning number 8. Devin Laginto's cruising, and the Stomps lead it 2-0.
Are tail wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay-neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 30/30 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program. We have personal trainers and, check this out, we even have childcare to help you create the time to become the best you can be. Park Point Health Clubs are located in Santa Rosa, Healdsburg, and right here in Sonoma. Park Point Health Clubs and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Sam Young comes out of a bullpen to relieve Will Pyers, who was magnificent. He turned down all 4 hitters that he faced. He left all 3 inherited runners on base with a couple strikeouts, but McCann Libby goes to work against Sam Young, who misses high. Young, this is now his 3rd appearance against Sonoma. He's given up 3 earned runs and taken 2 losses. That one's in there. The count's 1-1. A hard-throwing right-hander who played at Richmond College in just 9 innings. He gave up 7 earned runs, a lot of walks, a lot of strikeouts, as he has been in the CCL. That's 8 walks and 4 frames for Sam. This pitch is brought back off the corner by Cartwright, but didn't bring it back far enough. It counts 2-1 on Brady Shannon. Right on right, Young to Shannon. Power on power, and the pitcher wins this pitch. It's popped up, and it lands. A late break from the catcher, Cartwright, and Brady Shannon breaks his bat, and he'll get a new piece of lumber. That broken bat brought to you by Friedman's Home Improvement. If you need anything, including some lumber, you can go to Friedman's. If they don't have it, you don't need it. And Brady's had some bad luck breaking bats so far this season.
I'll tell you what, with the bats we've seen, he's got some nice selection. The last one, baby blue. He had a nice
one's aqua,
tan
right?
Oak one before. This one, a little teal and peach action.
Teal. Our marketing team says sage. I've never heard of that color, but I'll trust her. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Shannon, and that one is up and inside. He works a 3-2 count.
I thought sage was a flower. I didn't think it was wood.
I guess I'd say pink and aqua for whatever that's worth. Salmon and sage green. That's my final answer.
Salmon and sage for Shannon.
Oh, and he swings and misses. Strikes out. So Sam Young gets the first one. It's his first in relief of Will Pye.
Now batting, number 49, McCann Libby.
Miranda Ronan, who runs our social media, she knows the colors better than I do for sure. So if she says sage and salmon, that's what we're going with for the rest of the year.
The marketing intuition.
I know. That one's cut on and missed. Sam Young feeling it a little more this outing. He pitched on the 27th of June against Sonoma and gave up 3 earned runs in 1.2 innings. That was Friday. Pitch. Libby grounds it to first base. Anderson will call off Young and take it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted, 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. And Laginto has been so good. Under 70 pitches through 7 innings of work. You have your closer, Gens, available if you need to go to him today. It's a 2-run game. This is one when you have someone pitching as well as Laginto, you'd like it to be 5-0, 6-0, and just not even have to worry about going to your pen today.
Yeah, and Laginto just 1 hit through 7 innings. He's put 4 on, 3 hit by pitches, but man, he's been solid.
Hageman sends it foul, and the count's 1-2. The Crawdads beat the Seagulls. That's on the out-of-town scoreboard. San Luis Obispo and Arroyo Seco. That's the other team with a CCL North opponent, and the Blues are up 5-1. So Arroyo Seco needs a little late game, or there's a lot of baseball left to be played. That one's still just in inning number 3, but that's a big one if Slow can start taking games from Arroyo Seco. Hegman punches this one foul. Here in San Mateo, the Stompers lead it 2-0 as we play with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the top of the 8th inning.
And that's a San Luis Obispo team that we're starting to see really take form, get hot. Hopefully the 4.5 game gap they've got from first base isn't too much to overcome down the back stretch.
1-2. Hegeman takes high and inside. The count's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Blues are a team where Sonoma was lucky to get them early in the season. They have players that come in later, D1 guys that finish their seasons a little later, take a little time off. The Blues roster really picks up down the stretch. Hegeman goes chasing a high fastball, and the inning is over. So Sam Young works a 1-2-3 frame out of the bullpen. We head to the last of the 8th. Laginto looks to come back out with a 2-0 lead.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
We come back. It's the bottom of the 8th inning, and Devin Laginto is back on the mound. This is already the longest that any Sonoma starter has gone this season. His first pitch of inning number 8 is inside to the right-handed hitting. That one in there as well. It's Cole Curtis coming off the bench to pinch hit for Emilio Feliciano. And he grounds it foul. He's behind 1-2. Cole Curtis plays his college ball at Eastern New Mexico State, coming up after a strong season at Ohlone College this past year. Right on right, Laginto shakes off 2 signs from Duncan and now comes home and misses high. Curtis, just 2 for 7 off the bench so far for Menlo Park. And now he's 2 for 8. Struck him out swinging. Devin Laginto is on some sort of tear. Strikeout number 7.
Number 5, Blake Cowens.
Blake Cowens will come off the bench to pinch hit for Ryan Cartwright. And so Nick Sanziri throwing all sorts of new looks at Laginto. Let's see if it matters. It doesn't. Cowens way out in front, 0-1. We're seeing something special here at the College of San Mateo on this Tuesday evening. Laginto gets it and goes. Same slider, bounced foul, ugly swing from Cowens, 0-2.
And this is where Laginto's pace really just kills if you're the Legends. You feel like you can throw a different bat at him, try to get something to go, but he's working so fast they're hardly able to acclimate before they've seen 2 pitches.
0-2. Emergency swing fouled off. Charlie Degler, beg your pardon, will hit for himself. He is out on deck. That's a lefty. Laginto way out in front. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Cowan. Struck him out swinging the slider again. 3 consecutive strikeouts. 8 through 7 2/3. Have yourself an evening, Devin Laginto.
For the Legends.
And he's just been good in every facet of the game. He's gotten ground balls, let the defense work, but he's been able to go get now 8 Ks, and he's pitching with good tempo, not trying to do too much. A great evening.
Degler takes a fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes. Laginto's 78th pitch misses. And now it counts 2 balls and no strikes. Hasn't been behind in a while. We'll see what he does. Laginto winds and fires. Outside corner called strike 2-1.
And when Laginto's fallen behind, he's done a really good job of getting the strike he needs, putting it on a corner, riding high with a fastball. He's done a great job.
2-1. Just high, maybe inside. 3 balls to 1 strike. No motion from Cordova from where it missed. 3-1. Grounded to the right side and past the dive of Libby. It's just the 2nd hit all afternoon. It's the first hit since a leadoff single by Anderson in the 2nd inning. There's been 1 over the minimum since that point.
Aaron
and
Lewis.
Laginto doesn't need to worry here. You've still got the 2-run cushion. The tying run is at the plate, and that's the top of the order, Aaron Lewis. But you dealt with him 3 times. You need to continue to do what you've been doing.
Laginto comes home, and that one misses low. And this is moments where I don't envy Zach Pace. You have your closer in the bullpen if you need to go to him, but You don't want to take the ball out of your starter Laginto's hands with just a 2-run cushion. Tying run at the plate, and Lewis takes outside 2-0. That's back-to-back hitters he's fallen behind. Outfield straight away, the 2-0. Lewis takes a called strike, 2-1. Would be a nice time for your first Menlo Park hit if you're Aaron Lewis. You represent the tying run in the 8th.
And that was a great job there from Devin Laginto. After the 2-0 pitch, he took a second to take a couple deep breaths, calm himself down, and really get in the zone.
2-1. Popped up out of play, 2-2. Laginto 1 pitch away from what would be his 9th strikeout and his 8th consecutive shutout inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stompers lead the Legends 2-0 here in the 8th. Laginto stares into Duncan to get his sign. 1 peek at first base, comes set at the belt. Pitches home. That's weakly bounced to first. Trent Keys takes it to the bag himself. 8 shutout innings from Devin Laginto. A magnificent performance here on a Tuesday evening in Menlo Park. We head to the 9th. Stompers 2, Legends nothing. You're listening to Stompers Baseball on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network.
The Sonoma Stompers are tail-wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay-neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 3030 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program. We have personal trainers and, check this out, we even have childcare to help you create the time to become the best you can be. Park Point Health Clubs are located in Santa Rosa, Healdsburg, and right here in Sonoma. Park Point Health Clubs and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Trent Keys leads off the top of the 9th, trying to add some insurance. It's against a new pitcher, Will Marlin, the righty out of Alvin CC down in Texas. Is 3 games, 5 innings. He's given up 1 earned run. Right on left, Keys fouls it back to the screen. The count's even at a ball and a strike. Marlin drops down from a sidearm slot, working off the extreme first base side of the rubber. Shakes off Cowan's one, shakes him off again, and finds the one he likes. A couple defensive changes we'll get to you, and Keys bounces it foul. Cowens is the new catcher, and there's also a new left fielder. That's Cole Curtis. Shaddix has taken over at second for Deuce Filter. Keys checks his swing. He's called out at home plate. So Marlin gets a strikeout, and now the Stompers have struck out in 5 of their last 7 plate appearances against 3 different pitchers. Young worked a 1, 2, 3, 8th inning with a couple of strikeouts of his own.
And the Legend bullpen has been great, just no offensive production.
Shepler lines it right at second base, and Gavin Shaddix, who came into pinch hit, I think was replaced by Tucker Beal, who made that catch. So quickly, 2 away, and I don't know if this is the worst thing in the world. In an ideal situation, you make this an 8-0 ball game, but a very, very quick inning just gets Devin Laginto back on the mound and throwing. Luke Duncan takes low and outside. This is the first time he's come up with nobody aboard. He came up with a runner on first and 1 out in the 3rd inning, and he popped out. He came up with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 4th, and then again in the 6th. Rounded out both times. He's ahead in the count, 2-0 here. The Stompers' last hit was a Trent Keys RBI single in the 4th. 2-0 called strike, 2-1. The Stompers had 6 hits with 1 out in the 4th inning and have yet to earn a base knock since. That one's outside, 3-1. 9 consecutive Stompers have been retired. That's dating back to the last out in the 6th. But all that doesn't matter the way Devin Laginto's been throwing. 8 shutout innings. He's allowed just 2 hits. Struck out 8. Duncan's hit by a pitch. That one looked like it hit him in the Achilles almost. It was very low. He spun out of the way. But he gets aboard. The inning will continue for Colton Boardman.
Now batting for the Stompers, number 3.
To get aboard for his
Colton
first time today.
Boardman.
Couple groundouts, a couple strikeouts for Colton. They'll get his 5th chance. Hitting room in right center for the lefty Boardman. 2-0 Stompers in the 9th, and Will Marlin will step off. It's been Van Larson to Max Babbage to Will Pyers to Sam Young, and now Will Marlin. 5 pitchers to get through 8 2/3. The Stompers have used just 1. That one misses outside. Counts 1-0 to Colton Boardman.
And the Stompers haven't had a ton of success against the bullpen, but what they've done is work counts, be pretty disciplined at the plate. They've seen some nasty stuff, whether it was a slider from Babbage or the knuckle curve from William Pyers, and they've hung around.
Boardman sends this one to center, sinking fast, coming on his Degler. He goes into a dive, and he makes the catch. Charlie Degler takes a base hit away from Colton Boardman. We roll to the last of the 9th inning. Devin Laginto with a chance to do something special here on a Tuesday afternoon. We'll come back for the conclusion on the Sonoma Stompers Radio Network. Sonoma 2, Menlo Park nothing.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Devin Laginto back out there for the 9th inning. 8 shutout frames up until this point, and he'll have to deal with James Bowes, Mitchell Birdsall, and Dane Most. Laginto pitches. Bowes swings and fouls it off. 0-1. 2-0 Stompers, bottom of the 9th. Laginto delivers. Bowes grounds it to Shepler at third. Gloves, sets, throws, low, keys, plays it on a hop. Not in time. Shepler bounced the throw, and Bowes beat it out.
Now batting number 14, Mitchell Birdsall.
An error is charged to Anthony Shepler. And that brings up Mitchell Birdsall as the tying run all of a sudden here in the 9th. Misses inside 1-0. Off speed, and Birdsall did not bite. He's grounded out twice and struck out, as just about everyone has against Laginto. Just 2 hits, and that scoring was changed to a hit. That one goes against Sonoma, and Mike Nunez is going to walk down towards the bullpen. 2-0 inside corner, called strike, 2-1.
And we saw a conversation with Zach Pace, Luke Duncan, and Devin Laginto after the 8th inning. I think talking like, hey, how do we feel going into the 9th? Is this something that we want to risk? And if I know Devin Laginto, he wanted it as bad as anybody.
2-1, low 3-1. And now the winning run is in the on-deck circle here in the 9th, and Mitchell Birdsall, who's 0 for 3 in his Legend debut, has a chance to do damage on a 3-1. The pitch is a broken bat, ground ball foul, and the barrel of that bat was heading straight towards Anthony Shepler down at third base.
That was one of the weirdest sounding broken bats I've ever heard. It sounded a little bit hollow, just kind of almost like a doinky sound off the barrel, which is a little bit weird.
Cole Pacheco up and loosening in the Stomper bullpen. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Stompers clinging to a 2-0 lead here in the 9th. The runner at first is Bowes. We'll see if they send him on a payoff. They don't. Birdsall takes a called strike 3. The 9th strikeout for Devin Laginto, and it comes at a crucial time. That brings up Dane Most. 2 doubles, a triple, a home run, 8 RBI. A guy with clear home run power. Laginto pitches. Most takes low, 1-0.
That was a big one there. It wasn't to the liking of Mitchell Birdsall, but that pitch on the outside corner, Laginto's gone to time and time again today. He got one when he needed it most.
The pitch outside 2-0, and Laginto's command eluding him just the tiniest bit here in his 9th inning of work. Action in the Stomper bullpen. It's Cole Pacheco loosening for now. 2-0. Has to come in the zone. Misses out 3 balls and no strikes. The 98th pitch of the outing finds the outside corner, called strike.
And that's been the go-to pitch for Laginto. Tough to say if you can really continue to ride that here, because the assumption will be made that the Legends are adjusting and looking for that pitch.
Laginto's 99th pitch of the evening is bounced towards third. Shepler fields, goes to second for 1. The relay to first, not in time. And this is going to be the last hitter for Devin Laginto. Mike Nunez pointed down to the bullpen and said 1.
25, William Anderson.
And it's the power hitter, William Anderson. Runner at first. 2 outs.
Anderson has just one of 2 legend singles and hits it all in today's ballgame.
Waginto's first pitch misses low and inside. That's the 100th thrown by Waginto today. Anderson has 21 career home runs at 2 seasons at Ohlone. He represents the tying run here in the 9th and fouls it back to the screen, a ball and a strike. He drove in 69 runs last season for the Renegades. He looks to drive in 2 and tie this ball game in the 9th. Waginto looking to finish off this ball game. The pitch is sent in the air down the left field line and foul. 1 pitch away now for Devin Waginto. Stomper dugout urging on their starter, pitching with 2 outs in the 9th. Waginto and Duncan agree on a sign. Waginto pitches, struck him out swinging! 9 shutout innings, 10 strikeouts! How about that, Devin Waginto? Keep that baseball, Devin. Complete game shutout. 10 strikeouts, and the Stompers' 4th win in a row.
The Stompers have been cruising through the last 4, like you mentioned, but Devin Waginto came in with a chip on his shoulder from a rough last start,
and he
was
folks.
dominant. He threw strikes, he got ground
So
balls,
Stompers
10
2,
Ks.
your
What a
Menlo Park
day
Legends
for Devin
0.
Waginto, and maybe
Thank
it's just
you
the
all for
confidence
coming
fresh
out
off a
to
new
the College of
commitment.
San
He's
Mateo
excited to
tonight.
go play ball
We will see
again,
you
get
next
some more
time.
run that he did this last spring. He was incredible today, got the Stompers a big one against the Legends.
The San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs got a good one, that's for sure. Devin Waginto gives Zach Pace a handshake and a hug at the top of that handshake line, and on a day where Zach Pace told me multiple times he needed length, he was worried about the pitching this week, Devin Waginto said, "I got you, Skip." How about all 9 innings on 104 pitches? The greatest pitching performance in the CCL era by a Stomper starter. Complete game shutout, Devin Waginto. 9 innings, 3 hits, no walks, 2 hit by pitches, and 10 strikeouts. Waginto goes out on that mound every single time he pitches, and in his mind he says, "I'm going to go 9 innings." He told us before his start in slow, that's how he takes every day. He went 7 innings, worked into the 7th, that game in slow. He worked all 9 complete. The Stompers get all the offense they need in the 4th inning. RBIs for McCann, Libby, and Trent Keys. 4 wins in a row. They keep pace with the first place Crawdads, and they now hold lone possession of 2nd place in the CCL North in a game that took 2 hours on the nose. And what can't we say about that pitching performance?
I mean, it's an incredible one, and the credit goes to Devin Waginto. He was fantastic. He threw strikes, like you mentioned, no walks. That's winning baseball if I've ever seen it. But the second we go talk to Devin about his performance and say, hey, the defense had me. They were great, did the plays, got the plays done that I needed them to. They had my back all the time, and we saw some spectacular ones, whether it was Nick Sebastiani's basket catch at the wall in left or just consistent, nice hard ground balls fielded. The whole team was great today. They got a little bit of run support. That's all it needed, especially when your starter goes out and gets you 9 shutout. It's just an incredible performance and a great way to start the week.
The Stompers have taken 7 out of 8 games against the Legends this season. They sweep the 3 they play here at the College of San Mateo. They improve to 6-1 away from Arnold Field. 15-5 is the record for the 2nd place Stompers. 9 and now 12, and that's 4 consecutive losses for Menlo Park. The Stompers look to keep the good times rolling tomorrow. They head out to Alameda. They take on the Merchants. That's a 6 o'clock first pitch. You can find that right back here on the Stompers YouTube. A radio-only feed gets going at 5:50 tomorrow. The Stompers will be looking for their 5th consecutive victory and to keep that road loss column at just 1 game. Your totals today: Sonoma with 2-6-0 beats 0-3-0, and that's all thanks to a complete game shutout from Devin Laginto. And we pick the Stomper of the week every Sunday. I can tell you who it is. Unless someone throws a no-hitter, Devin Laginto's got that honor locked up. The Stompers win a big one. They've taken 7 of 8 from Menlo Park. They improved to 15-9 on the season. My goodness. 15-9. Things are going good for Zach Pace and company. Roman, how do you keep this one rolling into tomorrow, especially with all the arms you could ask for?
Yeah, this is huge. Devin Laginto really just catapults this team into what could be a very successful week. They're already off to their hottest start in CCL Stomper history, but you got to continue to say, okay, we're playing team ball. That's what this is. It's a great start, catapulted by team baseball. Go out tomorrow, go into Alameda, where their one road loss is. Have a clean mindset, keep going, play good team ball, great offense, good pitching, good defense, and win out the week.
The Stompers and the Merchants, that's a 6 o'clock start tomorrow and a 5:50 pregame show right back here on the YouTube. Trent Keys 1 RBI, McCann Libby 1 RBI, and Devin Laginto, the hero, 9 shutout innings on just 3 hits and 10 strikeouts. We'll be back on the air in less than 24 hours, but for now, for my broadcast partner, Roman Raffelli, I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from San Mateo.